without trying to fold it into my fundraiser. So I've just been outside clapping for the NHS and indeed wearing my exciting new Save the NHS t-shirt, which I will talk about in a little while. Is anybody out there? Can anybody hear me? Give me a like or a love or a smiley face or whatever you do, and a comment to say hi. Yes, people are tuning in. Excellent. Hi everybody. Frank Turner here. Independent Venue Love, Volume 4. On the day that we have discovered that we have at least another 3 weeks of this shit. Oh, good. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Let's get the show underway. Today's independent venue that we are talking about is, of course, the legendary TUNBRIDGE Wells Forum, a place that I know extremely well, that I love very dearly, and I'll talk about that in a little while as well. But for now, let's kick off the show, shall we? So here goes nothing. I'm even going to play the first.
It's a strong start, everyone.
It's a strong start. Let's try it again. Bought my soul back from the devil, and now I'm keeping it all for myself. I'm taking myself out of the program because I know what's best for my health. So what in the dream I keep running out of sleep? I'm not playing the past, I'm playing for keeps. We only just started ignoring the fight. Rather burn out than fade away. Why not both men if I plan to stay? Let's do this once now, let's do it right. I used to act like none of this mattered, and I used to say that I didn't care. That we wouldn't be doing this forever, but then the truth is that I was just scared. Put up the front to protect yourself, but if you're down on the floor and get back on the shelf, you can't change your outfit once the night has begun. We still have the fuel and we still got the fire, so maybe you take it, let's never retire. Let's keep on making mistakes till we're done. One last people, could live fast and could die all. And end my days in a house with high windows, in the quiet shores in the southwest. You bring the tunes, man, and I'll bring the beers. On the 70th birthday, I'll see you right here, and together we will watch the sunset. Nothing in my coffin, there's no one in my grave, and I'm tired of being down. Rather be safe. Could never sell out because we never bought it. But if they build it back up, then we'll run back to town and burn the whole thing down again. Could live fast and could die all. And end my days in a house with high windows on the quiet shores in the southwest. You bring the tunes, man, and I'll bring the beers. On the 70th birthday, I'll see you right here, and together we will watch the sunset. One last people, live fast, die old, choose a path, your soul, live fast. let's inherit the earth. There's no one else who's taking it. Come on, do your worst before the moments pass. Inventions across England and all the Western world. There's posters and there's magazines, but music isn't ours. Cause we write love songs in C, or we do politics in G. We sing songs about our friends in E minor. So turn out the stars now and take up your guitars. And come on folks and try this at home. Let's stop waiting around for someone to patronize us. Let's hammer out a sound that speaks of where we've been. So forget about the haircuts and the stupid skinny jeans, the stampings and the irony, media fed scenes. Cause we write love songs in C, and we do politics in G. We sing songs about our friends in E minor. So turn out the stars now and take up your guitars. Come on folks and try this at home. Because the only thing that punk rock should ever really mean is not sitting around and waiting for the lights to go green. Not thinking that you're better cause you stood up on a stage. If you're so fucking different, who cares what you have to say? Because there's no such thing as rock stars, there's just people who play music. And some of them are just like us and some of them are dicks. So quick, turn off this stereo, pick up that pen and paper. Yeah, you can do much better than a skinny half-ass English country singer. Cause we write love songs in C, and we do politics in G. We sing songs about our friends in E minor. So turn out the stars now and take up your guitars. And come on folks and try this at home. There it is folks, tracks 1 and 2. Where did, oh my beer's just over here, hold on everybody, chill the fuck out. So yes, Independent Venue Love, Volume 4. I'm sure that most people know the drill, but just in case you don't, we are raising funds today for an independent venue. The Tunbridge Wells Forum. You do not have to contribute if you are facing rough financial times. If you have contributed to other fundraisers and can't afford to contribute more, anything like that, don't stress, don't worry about it. Everybody is welcome here. But if you do have a couple of quid lying around, if your job is still going, if you've been furloughed, if you would have paid 10 quid to come to a gig of this album being played in full, then put 10 quid in. If you would have paid £4 for the beer that you're drinking that costs you a quid from the supermarket, put £3 in for every beer you drink tonight. Whatever you can afford, no amount of money is too small, and the difference that we can make with these things is unbelievable. The guys at Nambuka, the guys at the Railway Inn, the guys at the Joiners Arms are all been telling me about how much of a difference you people have made with the contributions that you've made on the previous fundraisers. So thank you very much for that. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Yes, I'm drinking a Bud Light. Anyway, let us continue. Huh?
You're doing dance song?
I am doing dance song. There are two women in my life at the moment, which is my wife and my cat. And I spent some of this afternoon contemplating the idea of whether or not I could get the cat to play harmonica. Not into it really, surprisingly enough. So
second choice.
Yes. I love you.
Yeah,
didn't actually marry the cat. So this song is going to feature a guest harmonica solo at the appropriate moment. Do you need me to shout go?
Yeah, but I want to tell you something.
Oh yeah.
That Jamie says his friends Dan and Alice were supposed to be getting married today.
Oh.
So would you play this song for Dan?
This is for Dan and for Alice as well. And indeed, if Danny Varley's watching this, it's for Danny as well, because I wrote this song because in the lyrics to I Knew Proof Before He Got Famous, I mentioned everybody who worked at the bar at Nambuka at that period of time, apart from Danny, who I just sort of forgot for no good reason, and he got a little bit upset, so I wrote him his own song. This song's called Dance Song, and it goes like this. Me and my friend Dan are gonna get some beers, and then we're gonna go down to the park and drink them there. We'll bask out in the sun, bring a guitar and play some songs, call up our friends and invite them out to share what might be the last weekend of the summer. This September's getting colder as it goes, and we haven't done enough of this simple kind of stuff. This year it's clear we're getting older and it shows. Well, work weeks make us weary now, and school is a distant memory, and it's easy to ask questions of ourselves, like where it is we're going now, and what we'll have to show for all those sunny days shut up in the shells. Expectations of our ultimate directions, or the stations we should have reached by now, when we haven't read the script and our tender wings are clipped, and yet we're scared we might be letting someone down. Go! one more round. Here we go. Jess guys on the harmonica! Woo! We listen to these heartbreak songs when nothing's really wrong, and then we smile when we're asked, and we say that we're fine. We're drifting through our middle days, we're creeping into middle age, setting in our ways. Now it's time to decide, now it's time to draw a line in the sand. Now it's what's more important than days like today. So grab some beers, call your friends and meet us here in the summer park, with me and my friends and Alice. The wonderful Jess guys on the harmonica there, ladies and gentlemen, and she's still got EPs for sale. I've been posting the links around on Twitter and Facebook and that kind of thing, so check it out. And I think we should have another Jess guys set on one of these live streams, and or one of your own independently of me being involved. Is anybody into that? Say yes on the comments. She's reading them.
It's not embarrassing at all. They're like, no!
Yeah. In which case, they're fucking dead. Anyway, so there we go. Kicking this record off. This is one of the sort of like, this is an underloved record in my catalogue for various reasons. And in kind of working through all the songs today, I often feel like a real test of a song is playing it solo. And I've really enjoyed playing through the songs today and realised that I should play a lot of these more often. And indeed, of course, we did play it in full last year at Lost Evenings in Boston. There is news about Lost Evenings coming tomorrow for everybody asking. I mean, it's what you're likely to expect, but I can't legally say any more about it right now. In the meantime, this is the title track, Poetry of the Deed. It's a reference to Mikhail Bakunin's idea of philosophy of the deed. That's what it was, yes. Right, I used to know this shit. Anyway, this song's called Poetry of the Deed. I'm not sure I've ever played this solo or acoustic before, but fuck it, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Here we go. Coming out of the walls, they're coming up in the streets, a quicksilver rack by some invisible beat, and right outside of your door, the very stones come alive. They are a spring in the step, a distant look in the eyes. Put your boat their away and come outside and play. Me and all my friends are parts of the team. We're exactly what this country needs. We scratch until we're drunk, we drink until we bleed. We are what we believe. Pentameter attack, iambic pulse in the veins, a free verse powered up the streetlight mains, and in the air played out without a shadow of doubt. Between the end of the club, yeah, and the song coming out. Lee Kerouac at his desk. We have romance in our wrists. Me and all my friends are parts of the team. We're exactly what this country needs. We scratch until we're drunk, we drink until we bleed. And here's what we believe. Before we get bored, yeah, let's be inspired. Let's ignore the applause and set the theatre on fire. Fight every war like the drums in the choir, but our own mouths are poetry of the deep. Enough with words and with technical theses. Let's grab life by the throat and then let it to pieces. We can choose, we can change, but if we don't, we're just afraid of living life like we're loved and in love and alive to all the things we can be if we just believe that life is too short to live without poetry. If you got soul, darling, now come on, now show it me. Life is too short to live without poetry. If you got soul, darling, now come on, now show it me. Life is too short. just sing the one song. So we'll burn like a beacon, and then we'll be gone. There it is, folks, poetry of the deed.
I like that one.
And my wife likes that one.
I like that one.
Probably because you're not going to like the next one. Oh no, if anyone's playing the drinking game where you have to drink, well, I apologise to my wife. Now is the time. This is a moment in time as well. Let's talk about the Tunbridge Wells Forum. If anyone's not familiar, it's a venue in Tunbridge Wells. It holds a couple of hundred people. Million Dead played there countless times. I've played there countless times. I've played a birthday show there a few years ago. My buddy Chris is one of the people who runs the venue, who's a very dear and old friend of mine. Mark David from Music Venue Trust is involved as well. It's just a classic place, and lots of people know this, but in case you didn't, it used to be a public toilet, ladies and gentlemen, thereby bringing new meaning to the expression toilet circuit. But it's an absolutely classic, wonderful venue. Actually, funnily enough, talking about going a little bit stir crazy during lockdown, I watched a full hour-and-a-half documentary about the Anti-Nowhere League the other day. So I now know a lot more about the Anti-Nowhere League, a band that I did like quite a lot when I was a kid. And the forum featured in that because they're from Tunbridge Wells. This is a song that is the exact opposite of the Anti-Nowhere League. This song's called Isabel. So now the years are rolling by, and it's not long since you and I could have been train drivers and astronauts. And now we're stuck in furnace ruts, yet the thing that really cuts is that we can't remember how we got caught. Filtered air computer screens, muffled sighs and minor bins that count your blessings and breathe and count to 10. And though it doesn't often show, we are scared because we know that our forefathers were farmers and fishermen. And so the world has changed, worse or better, it's hard to tell, but my heart remains within the arms of Isabel. So now our callous hands once told the story, honest as it's sold, sowing seeds and setting sail. But now our hands are soft and weak, and working 7 days a week, these salvation schemes that are bound to fail. And so the world has changed, worse or better, it's hard to tell, but my heart remains within the arms of Isabel. And I'll admit that I am scared of what I don't understand, but darling, if you're there, gentle voice and soothing hands to quiet my despair, to shore up all my plans. And darling, if you're there. And so the world has changed, and I must change as well. And the machines we've made will damn us into hell. And so the time will come when all must save themselves, and I'll save my soul within the arms of Isabel. only time I've ever put humming on a record, ladies and gentlemen, and it's still not 100% convinced by that decision. Anyway, Independent Venue Love, Volume 4, fundraiser for the Tunbridge Wells Forum. There is the address right there. If you have a couple of quid going spare, please do go over and donate some money. Also, I mentioned this shirt earlier. It says "Save the NHS, Stay Home," and it's got a killer kind of hardcore design on it. There it is. I got this off a company called Enemy Inc. I will post the link again. I posted it once already. It's a fundraiser shirt and it's cool as shit. So please do get involved in that as well. This is a song. A number of people have told me that this has been a wedding song for them, and in fact, some of them I think are tuned in for this. But I can't remember anybody's name anymore. So for you who had this as their wedding song. This one's for you. If anyone here is familiar with a band called Fake Problems and a guy called Chris Farron from Southern Florida, I wrote this song kind of on a dare from Chris Farron because he once said to me, "You don't have any love songs that are nice all the way through." And I said, "Yeah, I fucking do." And he said, "No, you really don't." So that's why I wrote this song. This song is called "The Fastest Way Back Home." Independent Venue Love, Volume 4, playing poetry of the deed, and quite a few of these songs, in particular this next one, are not songs that I play solo very often, and I'd love it if the rest of the Sleeping Souls were here. Let's hear it for the Sleeping Souls!
Yeah!
But they're not, unfortunately. They are locked down in their own places, so it's just me. This next song was my attempt to do a song that sounded like the Levellers, and it requires a fiddle player to do the middle bit properly, and I don't have a fiddle player, so I'm probably just going to skip it. go to the end section. But it's worth saying that the wonderful Anna Jenkins, who is Mr. Matt Nazir's partner these days, played fiddle on this tune on the record and did a fine job. And I like to think that they've tuned in. I spoke to them just now. They told me that they'd be watching. So, here's hoping. This song's called Sons of Liberty, and it's hard to play solo, but let's give it a try. Once an honest man could go from sunrise to set, without encountering agents of the state or government. But a sorry cloud of tyranny has fallen across the land, brought on by the hollow men who did not understand. For the centuries our forefathers have fought enough and died, themselves and to themselves to fight the rising tide. But if in the smallest battles we surrender to the state, we enter in a darkness whence we never shall escape. When they raise their hands up, our lives to possess, to know our souls, to drag us down, resist. What Tyler led the people in 1381 to meet the king at Smithfield, and he issued this demand: that Winchester should be the only law across the land, the law of all King Alfred's time, the queen of honest men. Cause the people then they understood what we have since forgotten: government can only work for its own benefit. But I'd rather stand and make it against the young man alone, give the hollow men the right to enter in my home. When they raise their hands up, our lives to possess, to know our souls, to drag us down, we'll resist. Here's the fiddle solo, but we're gonna skip it and go to the end section. Anna Jenkins on the fiddle there, everybody. Actually, this bit usually has a bass solo as well, and it's quite hard to talk and play this rhythm at the same time. I have to really concentrate. Stand up, sons of liberty, and fight for what you want. Stand up, sons of liberty, and fight for your homes. Stand up, sons of liberty, and fight for what you own. Stand up, sons of liberty, and fight for your homes. Stand up, sons of liberty, and fight for what you own. Stand up, sons of liberty, and fight for your homes. So, if ever a man should ask you for your business or your name, tell him to go and fuck himself, tell his friends to do the same. Cause a man who traded his liberty for a safe and dreamless sleep doesn't deserve the both of them, and neither shall he keep. I nearly got you with the full sending right there.
Yes. You win.
Right, this is a song. Quite a lot of these songs I don't play all that often. This is one that I do play more often. I'm reliably informed that somebody who's watching this tonight by the name of Laura's I don't know surname.
Such a catchy surname.
Laura, who is watching this, is having her 30th birthday today. So happy birthday, Laura! Woo! This one is for you. To the east, with the road beneath my feet. To the west, well, I haven't got there yet. And to the north, never to be caught. To the south, my time is running out. Ever since my childhood, I've been scared, I've been afraid of being trapped by circumstances. across deserts driven by the irony that only being shackled to the road could ever I be free. To the east, with the road beneath my feet. To the west, well I haven't got there yet. And to the north, never to be caught. To the south, but my time is running out. Well, I felt old before my time, but now I'll keep the age away by burning up the miles and yeah, by filling up my days. And the nights, 2,000 nights I play, 1,000 more to go before I take a breath and steal myself for the next 2,000 shows. To the east, the road beneath my feet. To the west, well I haven't got there yet. And to the north, never to be caught. To the south, and my time is running out. So saddle up your horses now and keep your powder dry, because the truth is you won't be here long. Yeah, soon you're gonna die. To the heart, there's no time for you to waste. You won't find your precious answers now by staying in one place. Yeah, by giving up the chase. To the east, with the road beneath my feet. To the west, well I haven't got there yet. And to the north, well I never will be caught. To the south, but my time is running out. Yeah, to the south, but my time is running out. Yeah, to the south, but my time is running out. I never do the ending, so we're gonna do it now. I face the horizon everywhere I go. I face the horizon is my home. I face the horizon everywhere that I go. I face the horizon is my home. There it is, the road, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing out there? I hope everyone's enjoying themselves. How are we doing?
Great.
Everybody having fun? Where's the fundraiser at?
I'm just checking. Nearly £4,000.
Nearly £4,000. That's very good, but we need to get it up to 10, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 10 for the other venues that we've done, so we've got to get 10 for the Tunbridge Wells format, or else the people in Tunbridge Wells will think they don't like you. Hold on, that you don't like them. Fuck it, whatever. Let's get it up to 10 grand, ladies and gentlemen. Like I say, if you have £10 that you would have spent on coming to a venue to see this, or indeed 20 or whatever you feel comfortable spending on coming to a show, shove it in the pot. Shove your drinks money in the pot if you're saving money on that. I mean, well, it's weird. Like the economics of my career are completely fucked, and we're stuck at home and all the rest of it. But I'm not really. There's no way of spending money right now. Do you know what I mean? So apart from food, with that exception. So anyway, we're in North London, which is where I live these days, and it's where my father's family is from. And from near where we live, we can see Highgate Hill, which is where my grandmother brought up my dad and his brothers and sisters. So this is a song about my parents, but it mentions Highgate Hill, and I always feel the need to explain that, and it's nice to play it within sight of Highgate Hill from here as well. So over there in the distance, hold on, over there in the distance. This song's called Faithful Son. Meet me on the edges of the city. Meet me where the underground runs out. Bring a picnic blanket and your pity. Pen and paper joking when I said that I plan to keep doing this until the day I'm dead. And I'm not a mirror for you when you were young, but I still remain your faithful only son. Lately I've been feeling kind of fragile. Lately I've been feeling all worn out. What would any of us do if all the dreams we had came true? What would there be left to dream about? Father, oh dear Father, I'm not trying to reject the values that you held like winning cards up to your chest, but I can't just do the things you wished you'd done. I still remain your faithful only son. City seems so stale when you're looking down from Highgate Hill. There's nothing left for us to say. You told me everything that I know. You wouldn't miss me if I stay. You'd never see me if I go. This is no confession now, yet this is who I am. Made me in your image, so you have to understand that I did my best as told, so become your loving and your faithful only son. There it is, folks. Faithful son. We're powering through these, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers, everybody at home. I hope everybody's coping. As I mentioned earlier, as I'm sure you all heard, here in the UK, we've just been told we've got another 3 weeks, at least, of lockdown to get through, which is pretty daunting, I have to say. And
Step with me.
I'm stuck with a wife. No, in seriousness, like, I mean, you know, I love these little gatherings that we have on Thursdays, and I want to keep them going. I've got more records to get through, and they're a lot of fun and very communal, and I try and be a positive and upbeat person in terms of how I present myself to the world. But truth be told, I've had some difficult days lately. I think we all have. You know, there's only so many days that you can kind of bump through on blitz spirit, you know what I mean? And then every now and again you wake up and go, fuck! And I've had a few of those days. There's no shame in having some of those days. The people at Calm are out there. People at Samaritans, there's lots of great organisations who can help if you're having a rough time. This is a song that I wrote about suicide, and it's a difficult song in many ways. Not least remembering all of the words. Let's give it a try. This song's called Richard Divine. Richard Divine made up his mind to take the last few steps to the bathroom door from his bedroom floor and to lock himself in. Steady young hands, meticulous plans, disposable razors and a blister pack filled, strong sleeping pills, a bath of hot water. He said he's not for sale. Said that he felt hounded, crowded and surrounded by this life he didn't choose. Carefully wrote a funerary note on his best writing. so his parents would know what there was waiting for them. Pale cold skin, blood peeping into the landy carpet. He said he's not for sale. He said that he felt hounded, crowded and surrounded by this life he didn't choose. But everybody plays this game on a daily basis, and on heroes they're survivors, and it's not Shakespearean if you lose. So do what you want, do what you want, do what the voices tell you, but don't ever say that we didn't warn you, because we warned you. He said he's not for sale, but he bought into his failure. He's telling tales that hammer nails right into open palms. A martyr in reverse, he's best at being worst. The rest of us are cursed, but we keep calm, we carry on. Suppression, here it is. None of us are blameless. We're huddled here like strangers, shameless in the list of all the changes we say we need. But I think that you knew that. You can't pretend it's news that if you cut yourself, you'll bleed. Yes. Oh, I felt good to play that. Yeah. I always play songs on this record and go, oh, I should play this more often. Though, of course, right now I feel like I should just play shows when I'm allowed to do that. Nobody really knows. There's been lots of different conflicting news coming out about what's happening with the live industry. For those of us who work in the live industry, it's a pretty terrifying time. But what can you do? Carry on with the live streams, I guess. The Tunbridge Wells Forum, ladies and gentlemen, we are raising money for the Tunbridge Wells Forum, the world's best public toilet turn venue. A place where, I remember Million Dead playing there. You can't get in and out of the dressing room, or at least you didn't used to be able to, except for over the stage. And I remember getting trapped in there by a terrible support band many years ago during Million Dead touring, who went on and fucking on. I can't remember what they were called, and I wouldn't tell you if I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, playing birthday shows there with my buddy Chris, and coming through on tour many different times, walking up the grassy bank from the high street is a wonderful memory for me, and I will be back there as soon as we're allowed to do that kind of thing again. Anyway, this is a song that I kind of wrote for after Nambucca burned down back in 2008. There was another short-lived place called the Flower Pot that was in Kentish Town. I don't know if anyone here ever went to the Flower Pot in Kentish Town. Dave and Jay ran it, and this was a song that I wrote about Sundays at the Flower Pot, and the song's called Sunday Nights. It goes like this. Sunday nights are slow surrender. It never lasts and will never learn. We can still make this one to remember. It's Sunday night and we've time to burn. Tomorrow morning can wait its turn. So charge your glasses and raise a toast to the memory gain, to the sleep that we lost. Another weekend runs aground. Another passing color red painted across this town. Work is shallow, cuts are deep. But who would waste 2 days of spite? You can't catch up on sleep. So here we are, last chance saloon. A ticking clock and the slow defeat. It'll all be over soon. Sunday nights a slow surrender. Never lost and we'll never learn. We can still make this one to remember. Sunday night and we've time to burn. Tomorrow morning can wait its time. So once more friends onto the breach. Bleary-eyed, the stuff of dreams always slips out of reach. Defiance dressed up in crumpled clothes. Protest played out with a headache. Starting late and going slow. Now we know we have to be there. We have tasted freedom air, so we don't have to care. Sunday nights a slow surrender. Never lost and we'll never learn. We can still make this one to remember. A Sunday night and we've time to burn. Tomorrow morning can wait its turn. All our days fade away. Hazy nights, clear mistakes. So here's to us and needs that must. Let's raise a toast for one last boast. 'Cause Sunday night and we've time to burn. Tomorrow morning can wait its time. There it is, folks. There was a bit of a noise in the middle of that because the cat was busy pushing stuff off the table as cats
It
want
was
to
her
do.
treats. She was trying to get into her treat.
Trying to get into the treats. So we've got a couple of songs left. Tunbridge Wells Forum, go put some money in the pot. Go on, I
gone
dare
up.
you. It's gone up. Good,
Yeah, it's
excellent.
now nearly at 7k.
Excellent
Zoom
work,
in on it.
everybody. Obviously, the fundraiser will stay up for some time. If you're somebody who gets paid tomorrow or something like that, there's still time to contribute. And as ever, if it's not something that you can afford to do, that is absolutely fine. There is no pressure on this. Well, there's a little bit of pressure. But the point is this, is that we wouldn't, artists like me wouldn't have anywhere to exist, to build our audience, to find our voice, to find our friends, to find the kind of people who are on here. I'm sure there's people listening to this who've seen me play at the Tunbridge Wells Forum, and you will again, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a couple of songs left. This is a song that is one of the more obscurantist lyrics I ever put out, and people ask me about it from time to time. It's a song my friend Corinna, who I grew up with, one of my oldest friends, at around this point in my career rather angrily pointed out that I'd never written her a song, so I said that I would. And it was sort of a wedding gift as well. She was getting married, so this is a song for Corinna. It also, I pronounced the word Bodicea in this song, but another way of pronouncing it is Boudica, which would be why our cat is called Boudicat. She was an ancient Briton queen who kicked the shit out of the Romans and attacked London and all that kind of thing, which reminded me of my friend Corinna. So this song is called Our Lady of the Campfire.
People want to say hello. She doesn't really want.
It's about to get loud. Tonight is a night when the city holds its breath. Cold twigs like bended. She rolls in from the suburbs. The garrison flees and the city will burn. We're in a rise like Bodicea tonight. dedicate this song to Amanda. Amanda, this song is for you tonight. It was always going to be about. Let's keep going. She keeps a counsel, smiles when she speaks now, from ear to ear. She's getting married, or so they tell me. The spring is here. She entered from that's all she knows from warm summer's past. These songs that were sung by kids around campfires in the quiet subways. Corinna rides like Bodicea tonight. London town trembles at the sight, because tonight is a night. Yes, tonight is a night. Yes, tonight is a night. Tonight's a night. I got the high note at the end,
That was very
but it
good.
scared the crap out of the
Really
cat.
did not like it. She is gone. She moved fast.
So listen, friends, I've got one more song to play. But before I go, a couple of little things. First of all, this killer NHS shirt is by Enemy Inc. I will post the link for it so people can get it. It's a bonus. It's a benefit shirt for the NHS. We did our clap for the NHS earlier tonight. I hope everybody in the UK did that as well. Clap for NHS and of course for carers and people working on the front line and everybody who is making everybody's lives bearable right now. It's a wonderful thing. And some people have very different experiences of what's happening right now. So thank you to everybody in that demographic. Secondly, it's worth mentioning, we announced today, Live in Newcastle is coming out on April the 24th. You can pre-order it now. It's from the storytelling sit-down set that we did last year in the USA and Canada and the UK. And a lot of people were telling us at the time they wanted to see it. It was really fun. We recorded quite a lot of the tour, and in going through all the shows, I just thought it was really cool to do Newcastle rather than, you know, live in London, live in New York or anything like that. So big up the tune, live at Newcastle City Hall it is. So enjoy that, check that out. Lots and lots and lots and lots of cool live streams and things happening on the internet. My sort of chatting to Jarrett from Bowling for Soup on Tuesdays is turning into a bit of a thing. So we're calling it Let's Get Back to the Metal, because we usually end up talking about metal. So you can tune in for that on Instagram Live on Tuesdays. And tomorrow night, Jamie Lemon is doing a YouTube Live thing, a Facebook Live thing from about 6 PM, which is going to be killer. So tune in for Jamie as well. But just before I go, I'll tune my guitar before this last song. I want to say thanks to everybody for tuning in for this. It turns out that in the UK at least, we have more of this to cope with. And it's going to get harder and more grinding and more difficult. And I will be here every Thursday until we either get that out or I run out of albums. And that's when I start doing the Disney set. And if you want me to do the Disney set, you're going to have to pay some serious fucking money.
Wait, I
ladies and
want you to
gentlemen.
do the Disney set.
It's going to cost you.
I'm your wife.
It's still going to fucking cost you.
You'll pay another way.
But we'll get through the records. We're doing rarities and stuff as well. And then, what was the other thing I was going to say? Yeah, give some money to the Tunbridge Wells Forum as soon as we're allowed out again and that gigs are viable and safe and responsible things to do. I'm considering the merits of trying to play a lot of the places that I've done fundraisers for. Next week, I will be doing another fundraiser on Thursday, and it is for The Shed in Leicester. Yes, we're finally moving north of London, ladies and gentlemen, into the Midlands. The Shed in Leicester, which is a great venue, and I'm going to be playing England, Keep My Bones, in full. And I'm very excited about that. So that'll be next Thursday, same time, 8:30. I think I'll sort out the details. I'll just post them around. Just read the internet. Thank you so much for tuning in. These live streams keep me saying, and a lot of people have been messaging me saying that they've been really appreciating these live streams for keeping them sane and grounded and giving them a highlight of their week. It does the exact same shit for me, ladies and gentlemen. It's really helping. Thank you very much. This is a song about the journey. This song is called The Journey in the Magi. Moses was old, a chill in his bones, falling apart. He knew in his heart his time had come. As he lay in his tent in the hot desert sands, he smiled at how he would never see his promised land. He sang, I could have lived and died an Egyptian prince, could have played safe, but in the end the journey's brought joys that outweigh the pain. Now Odysseus sat tired and alone. He'd always held out against all the doubts that he would come home. But now he was near, his soul felt estranged. His child and his dog, his wife and his gods, everything changed. He sang, I could have stayed and ruled as an Ithacan prince, could have played safe, but in the end the journey's brought joys that outweigh the pain. As a Persian prince, I could have played safe, but in the end, the journey's brought joys that outweigh the pain. Some paupers and queens, princes and thieves, singers of songs, writers of wrongs, be what you believe. Saddle your horse, shoulder your load, burst at the seams, be what you dream, and then take to the road. Thanks very much and good night. Independently Love Volume 4. See you next week. Now go stick some money in the pub for the TUNBRIDGE World Explorer. Thanks very much, everybody. I will see you guys again.